AI has transformed every aspect of life, from the way you live, from going to school, for even doing your work. It has changed every single aspect, and partially because of OpenAI and ChatGPT. It is the leading AI producer in the country, and it is led by someone named Sam Altman, who said he wants to commit to having a non-biased approach to AI. But is that genuine, or is AI going in a radical direction, being steered by radical political pundits to destroy our society at its core? Today we're going to find out and give you all the information that you need to know. Let's start with the basics. OpenAI's board is tasked with overseeing the development of AI that could one day surpass human intelligence, even becoming one day sentient. Pretty scary stuff, right? Their mission is to ensure AI is safe and benefits humanity. Sounds noble, but who decides what's safe? Who decides what benefits humanity? The board does, and that's where the problem lies. As of 2025, OpenAI's board includes folks like Bret Taylor, a tech insider, Adam D'Angelo, the CEO of Quora, and Sue Desmond-Hellmann, a former Gates Foundation leader. These are not your average Americans. They're part of an elite class, often tied to progressive hubs like San Francisco and globalist institutions like the World Economic Forum. And their track record raises red flags. For example, Desmond-Hellmann's work with the Gates Foundation pushed agendas like global health equality, code for policies that often align with left-wing priorities, science first and common sense last. Are these the people that we trust to keep AI neutral? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Studies have shown that OpenAI's models like ChatGPT lean left. A 2023 study from the University of East Anglia found ChatGPT's responses favor Democrats in the US, the Labour Party in the UK, and leftists in Brazil. Another report from Carnegie Mellon showed that ChatGPT was the most left-leaning of the 14 major AI models. This isn't a coincidence, it's a predetermined pattern. Why does this happen? It starts with the data AI is trained on, mostly internet content which skews towards urban, coastal, liberal perspectives. But it's not just data. OpenAI uses something called reinforcement learning with human feedback, where human reviewers shape the AI responses. Guess where most of the reviewers are? San Francisco, a city that votes 85% Democrat. Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, admitted on a podcast that he's worried about the bias of these human raters. If the CEO's concerned, maybe he should let the hardworking people of Green Bay, Wisconsin, or Jackson, Mississippi be human reviewers. And the board? They're not reining this in. Instead, they're doubling down on safety policies that often mean censoring conservative ideas. Remember when ChatGPT wouldn't write a critique on Joe Biden for a YouTube video idea, but it wrote one for Donald Trump and did extra research that was not added into the prompt? This is the same system your kids and grandkids will be using to learn about the world around them. This is the setting for our future society for intellectual failure. So who are these board members, and why should we care? Let's dig deeper. Adam D'Angelo runs Quora, a platform that's been criticized for moderating content in ways that favor progressive narratives. Bret Taylor, the board's chair, has deep ties to Silicon Valley, where groupthink leans hard left. And there's Zico Coulter, an AI professor from Carnegie Mellon, whose academic world often champions causes like climate activism and deranged social justice warriors are propagated. These aren't people who share the values of middle of America, faith, family, and freedom. They're part of a tech elite that's cozy with big tech giants like Microsoft, which actually owns a huge stake in OpenAI. Microsoft's own history of pushing diversity initiatives and ESG policies tell us where their priorities lie. And don't forget, OpenAI's board is majority independent, meaning they don't answer to any shareholders, they answer to their own vision of humanity's benefit. If that vision is shaped by liberal ideas, guess what kind of AI we're going to get? Now you're probably thinking, okay, so what? It's just a chatbot. But this is bigger than that. AI is already shaping how we get information, how we communicate, and how we even think. If OpenAI's board allows liberal biases to dominate, conservative voices could be sidelined. Imagine an AI that flags pro-life arguments as hate speech or refuses to discuss Second Amendment rights before it's unsafe. This isn't hypothetical. We saw it with X and Twitter during the last 4 years. Studies show AI models trained on left-leaning data are more likely to censor content that challenges progressive orthodoxy. And it's not just censorship. A biased AI could influence elections by amplifying Democrat-friendly narratives or burying conservative ones, kind of like we said a little bit earlier. It could rewrite history to downplay traditional values. David Rosado, a researcher, warned that AI biases could degrade democratic institutions by shaping public perceptions. When the board prioritizes equity or global good over neutrality, they're playing with fire. We need to demand transparency. OpenAI needs to open their books on their training data and human feedback processes. No more black box AI. Get some conservative voices on that board, people who understand the heartland, not just Silicon Valley. Third, support alternatives. Grok, which is supported by X, is designed to cut through bias and give pretty straight on answers. We need more of that in the AI world. Finally, stay vigilant. AI is not neutral. It's a tool shaped by people. If those people are pushing a liberal agenda, we'll end up with an AI that's more about controlling than the truth. We can't let that happen. So there we have it. Sam Altman and OpenAI have pledged to be neutral in how they control the AI sector. But as we have researched and as we have found out, that is not true. And through that extensive research when it came to the board directors and just the people that represent OpenAI with the reviewer people in San Francisco, we just saw that it wasn't true and how they actually are going to control the AI sector. And we need to start using AI that is going to be better at protecting free speech instead of inhibiting it. And if a dangerous administration ever gets into place again, we can only imagine the dangers that AI will harness and they'll be able to use upon the people of the United States. So thank you again for watching, and let's keep speaking like we're off the record.